little context before we start that. I literally just made a joke about sticking a finger in a male coma patient butthole, and in reference to a hospital joke or story, and I get this guy. Oh yeah, by the way, maybe not in those exact words, but it's like, oh yeah. Speaking of which,
that reminds me.
That's it. That reminds me.
So today,
secret time.
Do you guys want to hear a story?
Nobody tell anybody.
Yeah,
This is between you, me, and the 12 to 20 something people that watch this.
I think the last one got like 100 and something. But so today, first off, I got this, I guess you want to call breaking news, which really isn't breaking now. It was breaking over the weekend, or Friday. And I missed it somehow for 2 days. I saw it. I heard about it last night, or what was it, this morning? Maybe it was this morning. And I had to look it up, and then sure enough, I looked it up, found it. But in my search, I went on X, and I saw a picture that comes up of a transitioning woman, like everything there. Yeah, on X, nothing's blurred. It's just a picture of like skin graft, like it was a section of skin removed from his, I guess.
The person's leg.
And it looks like a shark bite that's healing. But then your vision just pans over here. And the only way I can describe it is like a fucking peach sea cucumber. It's just, there's no, like, it looks, it's like if you took silly putty and just started to roll it like this, but only did it like 3 or 4 times before it got really like thin. It just there. It was a really fucking bizarre thing. It almost like jarred me to the point where I forgot why I originally was on X looking for the original thing I was looking for. I don't even know why it was there. Like, I was like, what the fuck? What is this? So, yeah. Speaking of, oh, is this the person? Oh, no. So maybe...
There's a lot to process. I'm sorry.
It is a lot.
First and foremost, what are you searching on X? Because your algorithm's showing you peachy cucumbers.
Wait.
Did you at least save the picture?
No, I didn't. I was so like off, like I was just thrown off by it. I'm like, I gotta get back on track here. So
I kind of want to see it.
I might be able to find it.
Recently viewed. Oh, there it is.
That's it.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to see it.
It was fucking bizarre. That's the only way I could describe.
Flesh-colored, flesh-textured.
Let's see.
Sea cucumber.
It was bizarre. It was like, yeah. It was like if you.
Was it even semi-straight? Or was it like?
No, it was like if you.
How's it?
It's like if you took that like stressed penis that's back here, and just took the form out of it, and just like laid it on your thigh.
There's no distinguishing marks, because let's be honest, we're all adults here. We know what a penis is supposed to look like. You know, it's long usually. Sometimes others are longer.
There it is.
That's God.
No, like that, except peach. Almost the exact same size.
It's literally a sea cucumber.
Yeah.
He's actually looking at a picture of a sea cucumber, folks. Not a transitioned person's penis.
I mean, it might as well be the same thing, but no, that's not why I went. That's not why I went on.
Boy, you went down the wrong rabbit hole, I bet.
It's like
I can't get out.
It's like I didn't even get in the rabbit hole. It's like I just.
Oh, you fell into the rabbit hole.
I just stepped into the field. I'm like, ah!
It's weird. There's a giant hole.
There's too much fracking.
I wanted to fill it with something.
There's too much fracking. I fell into a hole.
Like a limp tree.
No, but the reason why this whole thing ensued was there was news that dropped. The Senate staffer caught filming a gay sex tape in the Senate hearing room. I heard about it, and it was dropped Friday, and I think it was yesterday, last night. I'm like, how the fuck did I miss this? So it was all over X. The video. So this is the
Did you watch
now I don't know why.
video?
I don't know if this is any better of coming across fucking sea cucumber pants or not. Or I don't know, but yes, I found it.
Why? It's literally like you just, here you go, Charlie. Here's a softball.
Yeah. No, it was because it's Tim Pool goes. It's all over X. I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Well, apparently there's a way because it is all fucking over.
I'm glad this is one I missed.
I don't know how.
For once, the gay porn's not showing up on my phone.
No, I had to seek it. But so I was like, "There's no fucking way." So I go on.
You got it?
And no, all you got to do is go to X and type in Timcast or Tim Pool, and scroll down.
I'm not gonna watch the video.
Scroll down the Friday.
But I just want to see if this is actually legit. No offense. I'm not.
What?
I'm not questioning Tim Cast. Tim Pool. Tim Cast. Notre Dame Fire and Irish. Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, go down. You got to go down the list to like 3 days ago or something.
Some anime video 9 hours ago. Check mark. 2 days ago, the Georgia complaint, the state election. Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You see it? You see it?
No, I saw something else.
Oh, you see the guy? That's it.
Yes. I'm done. I'm seriously done.
That's the sea cucumber, but that's not what I was. You see, it's so.
Why is it on Tim Pool?
I don't know, but it's so jarring. You see what I mean? Like I'm like, what is this? Why is this here?
It looks like a flesh-colored butt plug.
He's still stuck.
That hasn't been given a hole.
That's what. It's fucking bizarre.
I
Anyway, scroll down a little bit more. And
Timcast, 1 day ago. Oh, this is completely out of order. Matt Walsh. Oh, Justin, Democrat staffer who filmed a gay porno in the Senate hearing room is no longer employed.
Nope, they did release him.
Aiden Maiz Zaropsky is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. We will no longer further comment on this personal matter.
Well, Ben Cardin's.
It's a good thing.
He's an aide to Senator Ben Cardin. Cardine.
Well, I haven't. There's no. Thankfully,
Cardin.
that's one fucking thing I'm glad I didn't have to look at. But yeah, it's legit. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not even gonna scroll.
So
to
the
top.
video, which Rogers reports was shared in a group chat with gay men in politics, shows two men having sex in what appears to be Hart 216, the cavernous room that has played host to Supreme Court nominees, the 9/11 Commission hearings, and former FBI Director James Comey's blockbuster 2017 testimony on Donald Trump. And I was like, like I said, there's no fucking way. So I knew Tim had shared it. So I go on, got jarred by sea cucumber, and then kept going. And there was a picture of a guy bent over and like this leather thing. It's blurred out, but it's like fucking. It's like putting a thumb blur on like something. Like you can. What the hell? And then I scrolled down like one more scroll, and there was the video. And first off, I'm like, how is this on X? Like, how is that video on X? Apparently, there's a lot of shit that's on social media. Like, here we are sitting doing this show.
I can
constantly worried about like what we're gonna say and what YouTube's gonna like. Oh, you can't do that. mRNA can't do that. and all this other bullshit. And then I go on X, and there's fucking aides to senators getting...
Oh, dude, you can legit on X. It's basically if Facebook and Pornhub had a baby. That's what X is. That's what Twitter's always been. You can literally go find porn stars, your favorite game streamers, your favorite athletes, your favorite politicians, your favorite cooking educator, and watch. You can literally scroll through your feed, and I mean legit, see the new Ghostbusters trailer, watch a chick getting railed up the butt. Go down a little bit further, see about what's his name? Conor McGregor fighting Anderson Silva or some shit. You scroll a little further, you see the new Democratic nominee for New York State's senator. It's all in the same scroll. You can see all this shit.
There's also a video that's out there of some guy.
It's gonna haunt my fucking dreams.
How do I put this?
Literally, imagine Grimace but flesh colored, and no eyes or mouth.
It's all right. It's like Grimace, like a mirror image of Grimace, like Grimace sitting, and then you see the mirror of Grimace because that's the shape.
Yeah.
But there's a video out there of a guy.
Well, careful, we're gonna be accused of fat shaming. I mean, trans shaming.
A guy guessing by feel of what objects are driving through a tunnel, which is made of flesh. That video's out there somehow on YouTube, nonetheless. There's ways around it.
So he's guessing what's going in the Hershey Highway
by not looking at it, just
feeling it.
Oh
shit! Everyone's got their 15 minutes of fame. That's a 1982 Boba Fett laser rocket shooting toy figure.
Oh, that's rare.
Well, there was only one in existence. It's worthless now.
Where's the rocket?
It's not worth anything without the rocket.
You want to find it?
Get in there nice and deep like. Fucking dodgeball. Guys, I don't think we're doing good with this car wash. The only customer we've had is that weird guy who keeps paying Justin to wash his truck. Yeah, boy. Get in there nice and deep like. Fucking dog. Poor Justin Long.
Initially, really, for a while, I was just kind of shocked. One, it shows how this current administration does not take the job of government seriously.
Well, here's my thing. They're up in fucking arms. Let's have fun with this one. I'm going to have fun with this one. You just let me know when it gets ridiculous, okay? They want to go fucking balls to the wall, nail every balls deep into the fucking brown eye wall with this January 6th shit because there's no way. We didn't let them in. It wasn't planned.
Oh, yeah. You see the Vivek on CNN talking about that?
Yeah. I heard about it.
Yeah.
But that's where the reference is coming from. So, it wasn't planned. People weren't, they were.
Where's the evidence?
Yeah. People just broke in and we were able to get them and stop them and nobody got hurt. But, hey, do you guys mind leaving the fucking courtroom for it takes me about 20 minutes to finish. About 15 minutes so I can bang this dude in the ass. So I can file paperwork with this guy.
We have to look.
And the worst part is, hold the fuck on, dude. There's fucking constant videos coming out about these fucking hearings. You mean to tell me when the doors are closed and court isn't in session, there's no security cameras going on? That is fucking horse shit. Literally. Someone's horse shit was literally getting fucked.
That's true. And the camera was on. I have proof.
But he had his own camera and he was recording it.
Yeah.
If that wasn't I quit this job, fucking no, that's what it was. Fuck these Democrats. I want to get out of this party.
Fuck this job.
I'm gonna fuck something to get out of this fucking
when
job.
I first heard about it, I was
Yes, I did just air hump.
first one.
For like a solid 6 seconds.
First I was dumbfounded. I was like, what?
Whatever. I gotta see this.
And then she brought up, she goes, you know, it would be really something if it was a Republican and a Democrat. I'm like, oh my God, I would pay for that. I would pay for that fucking video.
Of course you would.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the machine fucking itself.
I don't even, Google. I don't even.
Of course you would.
I don't even know how to search this. I really don't. How do you search this? I'm literally on Google right now. Like, what do you type in? Democrat getting railed in the ass in the Senate?
Try it. You have the weird search history.
Democrat getting banged in the butt.
Well,
I
I like how you say on the show, and then when you type it in to search it, you're like, well, I got to be careful because Google's Google.
Senator Ben Cardin, staffer linked to sex tape.
There it is. There you go.
Videos.
Save. Oh.
Wait, hold on. It's not going to show me like this. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Any 35 to 45.
Should I link it? I should link it in the video.
Yeah, please link it in the video.
Yeah, but then I might get like a strike or some shit. It's like linking a pornography.
No, it's not pornography. Go to the actual.
I don't know, man. Should I say it's like political newsworthy or it's for educational purposes?
What was the guy's name?
Oh, that actually did it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta bring up the article again.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm looking this up. This is for fucking you people.
This is for fucking you people.
Fucking you people. This is for.
Okay, Yoda. Aiden.
Aidon.
Aidan.
A-N.
Massey.
Oh, hold on.
M-A.
Aiden Massey Kozlowski video.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Oh, jeez.
Go to TikTok, apparently. Nope, okay.
So apparently, by this article, our attempts to reach Massey this morning did not immediately succeed, but he posted the following to his LinkedIn last night. Wait, he posted the following to his LinkedIn last night. Quote, "This has been a difficult time for me." I don't know if he was talking about during the video or like after the fact, but as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace. Fuck you, what are you talking about? What a bunch of bullshit. This is PR. This is like probably a rep that put this out there. Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated. And
yep,
how do you fucking fabricate something like this?
I'm done.
How do you...
I think I'm done with the internet for a little while.
Did you see it?
Whatever.
Was it blurred out or no?
His butt crack was blurred out. That's about it.
That's what I mean.
And he's wearing it's weird because it looks like he's wearing a strap on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was
double dicking him.
So
that's a thing now. Apparently.
Okay.
There's DVP, DAP, DMP,
and then what? What would it be? DSDP. Space docking.
No, dead ass. Like there's like I was reading an article about.
Probably was after that video.
I bet his ass was pretty dead after feeling after that. No, I was.
No, we are not mature.
No, fuck no. Still laugh at dick and fart jokes.
Yeah, I mean the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. That's all it's really been.
I watched a TikTok video some time ago about sex work and the adult entertainment industry.
I'm really shocked this hasn't come across your feed.
Yeah, but on the fucking Fuck everybody. Fuck you, Sean. Fuck you, Hubbard. Fuck you, everybody else. Oh, Charlie John's over there with the gay jokes. Oh, Charlie must love dick. Yeah. Fuck you, assholes. Because the gay shit doesn't pop up on mine.
Not mine either. I did look it up. What is interesting question though is like, what's gonna pop up in mine now?
I know. No, so like I was saying.
Damn it.
There was it was just about the sex work, you know. It was like a comparison video. You know, like actors in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 70s and the 70s, like the 80s and the 90s versus like 2000s and the 2000 teens to now. Like, you know, 80s and the 90s, there was the big AIDS scare, you know, everything was cracking down, you know, safety precautions, like they weren't getting paid much.
It was just like fucking hen hogs that were in films and everything.
Well, no,
like,
it was more like the benefits were there, but the money wasn't. It's like working for the state.
Right.
You know, the pay sucked, but the benefits were fucking there.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's almost flip-flopped, where the benefits aren't there anymore. There's no job security. Like you have to, but the pay is good. And where that comes in with the whole double entry shit is because like back then, you know, there was actually an art to it. There was a little bit of class. There was a little bit of story. Nowadays, it's, wow, this chick has to fit 2 penises in her vagina just to make $10,000 for that scene. And she makes $10,000 for like a 15-minute scene. 12 minutes of it is her, like, ow, and oh yeah, ow, it's stretching, oh yeah,
but,
ow. But that's 12 minutes of the 15-minute video.
How many people are actually looking for the story?
It was I don't know how many people are looking for the story, but what I'm saying is
what fringe audience is that? Is like, well, we got to make a good story arc here.
Oh, back in the day?
In general.
Well, I don't know about porn anymore, having stories. But I know back in the day, there was...
it's like as soon as you put on...
There was all the fucking knockoff movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you put on a video now, it's like as soon as there's one sentence of dialogue, nope, fast forward.
Nope, there's penis and butt. Oh, it's a guy. Oh, it's a guy's penis. Oh, it's a girl's butt. Oh, wait, that's a girl's butt.
I don't know what that was earlier. I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a sea cucumber.
But yeah, no, so it's like, it was just cool. It was funny. I've actually run across hundreds of those compared videos, like cars, video games, sports, porn.
Wait.
All right.
Further down the article, negotiators are back to work again this morning and possibly tomorrow, which shows just how much work they have to do if they want to wrap it up by Christmas.
I don't think there was much wrapped up in either of those scenes.
Hopefully somebody went through with some disinfectant wipes left over from the COVID pandemic. Just to wipe things down.
No.
And you know, here's the fuckery.
Senator Quackenbush, I need you to come over here and sit where this guy was. Fuck no, I'm not sitting next to that.
Oh my God, you remember that? No, you weren't there, but you
no,
remember the story.
I heard the story. All right, fast forward.
We
can't go into that name. I'm not sitting where that at.
You know.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, folks at home. Anybody who gets offended by the word fag, I apologize. No, we have to be careful. That's actually the N-word for the gay community, the male gay community.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I know it's derogatory, but
yeah, it's their N-word.
Oh yeah. What I was going to say is, you imagine going to work that next day after that video is all the fuck over, and you've seen it, and you see the angle of where it's shot, so you know where they are. You're the guy that sits right in that spot. And you go there the next day, and you know how, like, if you're wicked sweaty and shit, and you put your hand down on a countertop or something, the next day you can see, like, the oil outline, and you go and you sit, and you just see handprints, and you see, like, smudges, and you're like...
Senator Soto?
And you're just standing, like, 15 minutes, you're standing in your spot looking down at where you normally sit, and everyone else is sitting, and, like, you're going to sit down, and, like...
I'm going to take a personal day.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
You're already here. Call it out.
Nope, I'm sick.
Sick of the smell of shitting in this chair.
Yeah, so...
Well, we have to say at least one thing positive came out of this. The room smells a lot fruitier. Smells like strawberry Astroglide. How would you know what that smells like?
Potpourri.
Bet you there was definitely some poking in his re.
Flowers.
That didn't work at all.
No.
I feel at home.
So, I don't...
Whatever. We're going to get accused of gay bashing. We've already been accused of fat shaming.
Fat shaming? I think mostly fat shaming. But that's mostly probably on my end.
No, I threw some fucking jokes in there too, buddy.
Yeah.
Fuck it. They could take us to the limit. And nobody's been crazy enough to do all that. One guy is. So roll it. I'm going to smoke it with you, bro. They're going to send us to the loony bin together.
So, getting away from...
Sea cucumbers and gay porn.
I guess.
Okay.
For lack of a better... There's really no other way to put it.
Don't listen.
We'll talk about The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, what happened?
The Rock. Visits Capitol Hill. He was approached by both the Republican and the Democratic Party to run for president.
Huh?
Yeah.
Isn't he still wrapped up in the whole Hawaii scandal?
Well, evidently not. See, what happened is this: the whole Hawaii scandal happened. Oprah goes quiet about it. The whole the charity foundation they had kind of disappeared, and then The Rock showed up on SmackDown one week and blah blah blah, I'm The Rock, and everyone cheers because wrestling fans, like I've said before, are notoriously forgiving. So it doesn't mean like The Rock could have. I mean, Chris Benoit could come back to life and show up on SmackDown and get a fucking massive pop. I would put any amount of money on that. And anyone who's a wrestling fan, and maybe even just a light wrestling fan, knows the Chris Benoit thing. I mean, it's all over TikTok. Every time you see it's like, then someone does this to this, and then all of a sudden you hear do 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 dee do 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 dee. Like, you know the fucking story. He could show up and get a massive pop. Wrestling fans are notoriously
I don't think he's
forgiving.
ever going to come back to wrestling. I hear him and his family are spending a lot of time together.
I don't know.
That's bad. I'm sorry. That's fucked up.
But he would get a huge pop. He would get a massive pop.
You gotta edit that one out. That's bad.
Of everything else, seriously, that's the one where you go, I don't
know why.
I'm sorry.
I felt like that one might have crossed the line with somebody out there.
I took it too far, dropping like homosexual N-words and and then you're like, oh, wait,
fuck it.
Chris Benoit.
Fuck it.
He's been dead a while. But he would get a massive pop. 'Cause, like I said, wrestling fans just like, oh, that's fine, whatever. So
just like that guy did at the Senate. Leave it in.
Yeah, just leave it in. We thrust, whatever. But
I think we were going to try to do a serious podcast. That didn't work out.
Not me. Just because it leading with that first story, I'm like, this is going right off the rails in like 5 minutes. Five fucking minutes. Right off the rails.
Speaking of railing.
Right off the rails and right through the tunnel.
Oh my god, I'm getting lightheaded. It's warm in here. Holy fuck, dude.
So, Dwayne Johnson visits Capitol Hill to address military recruitment issues. Because, he was in the military.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Continue.
After admitting he was approached out of the blue by political parties to run for president last year. The Hollywood star was pictured by the U.S. Capitol Police on Wednesday, as well as having a sit-down with senators, including John Tester, during his trip to Washington, D.C. He said when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, like a month ago, or something like that, that he was approached about running for president. And even he himself said, it's charming, and it's like kind of like, you get approached to be president. It's like, holy shit. But then he think about it, and he's like, either I've been really influential, and I'm like a positive influence of people, and he has been. Like, he was huge in wrestling and then in the movie world, and he kind of went sideways, politically, socially, and everything. Like kind of a twofer in an expanded period of time when he endorsed, much like everyone did, Joe Biden. And then after that, he kind of got away from the whole that thing, which good move by him.
Yeah.
But then the whole debacle in Hawaii, you're like, wait a fucking minute. He goes, so maybe I've been that positive and influential, or is the country in that bad of a shape right now where they're looking for an ex-wrestler to lead us?
I mean, Jesse Ventura fucking did it, except he wasn't president.
No,
He
yep.
was governor.
I mean, yeah, Ventura, then Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was governor of
He wasn't a
California.
wrestler.
No, he well, I mean, he's been in WWE. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Schwarzenegger was in the WWE?
he not as a wrestler. I mean,
Oh.
he's shown up and done a couple things, but not as a wrestler. Ventura, he was a wrestler. Then he was a
Yeah.
commentator, and then he got away for a while. Then he went back in '99 SummerSlam, and yeah, he did some small stint with them again. Now, I mean, him and McMahon hate each other.
Oh, yeah. That goes.
But that's going. That's I digress. But yeah, so who is it? Oh, Mr. Tester, who was the chairman of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee, wrote on Twitter, "From picking rock on the farm to meeting with the big guy himself, I was glad to host The Rock today to talk about how we can better address military recruitment issues." U.S. Capitol Police tweeted, "We talked to the potential new recruit today, and we think he will pass the fitness test." Talking about The Rock. Get it? Because, juice.
What the fuck is that guy going to be able to tell kids? I mean, no offense or nothing.
Honestly, I think the military needs that. Because the military's gone so fucking woke, too. They need some kind of, major masculine figure. Be like, listen, we're going to get away from this whole whatever the fuck you're doing. Because obviously it's not working. Their numbers are way down.
Touche. And he is, I mean, at what, 50?
51.
51 years old? That guy is, he's fucking
He's
yoked.
huge.
He is fucking yoked.
TRT.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Guy could be injecting straight bull semen into his fucking biceps. I don't care. Whatever he's doing, he's fucking doing it right.
That's true. But
Fuck, I would love to live with that guy for a year and just get paid to work out with him.
a former wrestler said that
Oh my
at the moment he is a proud girl dad with the youngest of 3 children aged 5 and knows what it is like to have an occupation that takes me away from being a daddy, which is currently the most important thing to me. If he ran for president, I think we live in a time now where he could, as Oprah, could easily win. Not even in the political sphere, just celebrities, movies, whatever you want to call. If they run for president, I think they could easily win. It's like, what's his policies? I don't know. He built a SmackDown hotel. He's pretty good at managing that.
But with everything, no, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think with everything going on, like we've talked about this in the past, especially with social media having everything at a fingertip now.
Mm-hmm.
People are starting to learn. Hopefully there's a little bit of hope for the future because people are becoming more aware of a lot of the inconsistencies that's going on. People are becoming like, hey, you know what? I mean, let's be honest. There are even some Democrats are now kind of like, hey, something's wrong in this situation.
Oh my god! What's the show with the Young Turks? You know that show? It's a left-leaning show. They were talking about there's this woman on the Young Turks. Is it Anna? I can't remember her name. Doesn't matter. She goes on a tirade talking about how the left. She's like, we just need to accept the fact that we are going to lose next year. And then she goes on a rant about how the administration now is just in shambles, is doing a terrible job, and the worst part is the Democratic Party is just kind of running with Biden running again. even though he's in no way, shape, or form in a position to do it. And she just goes on a tirade, and it just shows you that the normal Democratic voter base is like, what the fuck are you people doing? Like, you're just leaving us behind and just running off doing your own thing because, oh, it's working. Everything we're doing is completely fine. Just trust me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, nowadays, it's gotten to the point where, with everything going on, as celebrity is, as celebrity does, as fickle or fame is, whatever, I don't give a fuck how the sayings are. If you walk in and it's like, what do you stand for? Well, I stand on making this country better. Okay, so how are you going to do that? By making it better.
Yeah, this is definitely not the 90s anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. No offense. Dude, I'm dead ass. I would be that dude's personal fucking oil boy if I had to. Just to be able to get paid to work out with that guy for a year. You know, I don't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is, this isn't the 90s era. The Attitude Era. This isn't some movie where you could just go in and flex a few muscles. Now, I'm not saying the guy's not smart. And I'm not saying the guy doesn't stand for the right things. But that's just it. If you don't put what you stand out there for, if all you're going to do is walk in and say, I'm running for the President of the United States, if you smell, fuck off. Next candidate, please.
If you smell, fuck off. I didn't finish my line yet.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm sure the guy's very well educated. He's very successful. He uses his platform to the best of his ability, in good ways and career excelling ways. He does everything right. And now, if that guy put all of his principles on the table, and I went yes, 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 no, yes, 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 maybe, yes, yes. Okay, this guy could be a good candidate for president.
You know what? I kind of get I kind of have the idea that Dwayne is the one that just does what he thinks everyone wants him to do. Like, he doesn't, like with the whole endorsement of Biden, like when The Rock did that, I was kind of in shock. It was a
bandwagon thing.
Yeah, I was in shock because, like, what do you have anything to do with the political sphere? Like, I didn't see anything. What are you doing?
No, that's.
But then, like Cardi B and everyone was like, "What the fuck is it?" Like, you understood what they were doing. The Democratic Party is like, okay, they're just they're going for the uneducated vote. Like, The Rock, I'm gonna vote for Cardi B or whoever the fuck. But on the flip side, you're looking at like Cardi B and The Rock, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why? Like, what do you get out of this?
Yeah, if you go back in the Cardi B, The Rock, fucking Jake Gyllenhaal, we'll go with Eazy-E. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Ice Cube.
Did he vote?
Ice Cube, even Snoop Dogg.
Ice Cube just feels like he's like disenfranchised.
What I'm getting at is, let's look at the last 20 years of your social media. Let's look at the last 20 years of your active involvement in the political field.
Right.
Let me see what you stand for. No, you haven't done anything. You just decided to support this person, so that's why you feel you should be in a position of power like that? No.
Yeah, you got a point. Because a lot of people are more educated. And really, you know what we have to thank for that? COVID.
Yeah.
Because during COVID, nobody had anything to fucking do. So they started paying attention.
Well, politics actually isn't as boring as sitting there jerking off for the 18th time today.
It's really not. And it's sometimes more satisfying.
I can only get hard if I watch CNN.
Where's that video on X?
Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper, tell me how to live my life.
It's more people started paying attention. And then out of that, what you get is that bred this whole Vivek Ramaswamy thing, where he comes up and he just like, seems that January 6th was an inside job. And a year or so ago, for the normal, that would have been like, that's crazy conspiracy theory. But now, like, the more there's so much shit that's out now. It's like, well, there's really no, just like, you can argue whether it was an inside job or whether it wasn't definitively, but it's in a gray area. And like, it's like, well, on one side of the building, yeah, there was riots and people pushing their way, but on the other side of the building, there were people just being let in by the same Capitol Police that were supposed to be guarding the place. And there was also credit cards given to a few of the insurrectionists with like $5,000 credit limits, and they were instructed by FBI agents, hey, you should get munitions, and brought them to the quote unquote insurrection. Mm-hmm. Now tell me that's not an inside job. When Capitol Police, the FBI agents, are guiding these people into doing everything that they're accusing everyone. Look, it was an insurrection. It's like, maybe partially, but to say it's an insurrection, it was just strictly the extreme MAGA Trump supporters. I'm like, well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that clear cut.
See, now, if you
but that's not to cut you off, but that's from the whole education like base. Because now people are paying attention to this shit, and now when you have someone that's running for president currently saying, not afraid to go out there and just say, no, this seems to be an inside job, and without having to fear that his campaign trail is going to be completely demolished. And it really isn't. Like, the more he comes out and says shit like this, the more people are like, this is what we were saying. This is what it just looks like right from the get-go. And now the longer we go down this path of just more and more shit just bubbling up and be like, look, that's more proof. Look, that's more proof. Look, that's more proof. It's just nice to have someone that's out there and in a position to be like, you know what? Maybe you have some merit in your argument. Like, this is all of us people that are just watching it happen are asking for. Someone that's in that position to go like, you're not wrong. But that's all just from education, just watching politics and stuff.
Then fix it. And I'm not saying address every single solitary issue like...
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, because you can't. You got too much other shit on your plate as president of the United States. Foreign affairs, domestic affairs, inside Senate affairs.
There's invasions of privacy.
Definitely some rear backdoor breaking and entering. I mean, he really put it all on the table with that one.
He really did. He left it all on the table too, for the poor guy the next day to have to clean it up.
Oh, that's fucked. Hold on, you gotta let me on the show. This is why I came to America. I was a doctor in Mexico.
It was either the military or the East.
I used to be a heart surgeon in Tijuana. Sorry, Mexico. Oh, shit.
Invasion of privacy.
Invasion of his age.
Kind of like the NDAA. This new House passes annual defense bill, extends Section 702, Surveillance Authority. Last Thursday, the House passed the National Defense Authorization Act, an annual defense bill that will this year include an extension of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, Section 702, the controversial law that permits warrantless surveillance of foreign nationals. The House voted 310 to 118 in favor of the bill just before congressmen left for Christmas recess. The annual National Defense Bill was passed by the Senate. That's when it was filmed. Senate Wednesday, and is now headed to President Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. The final version of the NDAA authorizes $886 billion in national defense spending, an increase of $28 billion over fiscal year 2023. Bidenomics.
Hey, Ukraine, can we just borrow like, I don't know, 28 billion of that 90 billion we gave you, and this way we could up our budget?
Oh my God. What was that thing I saw? There's a video of like Zelensky and Biden sitting down, and like some sit down something or other at the White House, and Biden, I think, wrote him a check or some shit like that for another $200 million. And then the whole place, like the press erupts and questions and everything, and Biden just gets this stupid fucking grin on his face and just ignores all the questions. Like, at what point do we go, listen, you can't keep doing this shit. And here's a number that was thrown out. We are funding a third of Ukraine's government agencies. I don't mean, like, not just military, not just, like, senators and shit, but, like, school teachers and fucking custodians and shit that work at, like, in government. We're funding a third of all that combined. What?
Why?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Holy fuck!
I don't know.
Shit, dude.
It definitely doesn't have anything to do with any kind of corruption. That's for sure. So it's
easy as fuck to sit there and say, yeah, we could solve the rest of the world's problems, but the problems on our own doorstep are still too complicated for us to figure out.
Both Republicans and Democrats were largely in agreement over the provision, which also includes housing and child care benefits for service members. However, bipartisan debate arose concerning the reauthorization of Section 702. Although this statute has intended to obtain intelligence by surveilling and communications of foreigners based overseas, Republicans' critics point out that it has been used to spy on American citizens who are in contact with foreign nationals.
Yep.
Senator Mike Lee, representative of Utah, one of FISA's sharpest detractors, argues Congress should have reformed the statute before passing it last week ahead of the expiration deadline. Lee and other lawmakers wanted FISA to explicitly prohibit the warrantless surveillance of Americans, saying the far-reaching law, as it stands, violates their civil rights. The act was set to expire by the end of the year. You know, they're doing this because they claim that, let me see, they claim that it is, hold on.
Excuse me.
All right. Yeah, supporters of FISA, on the other hand, argue that FISA is critical to protecting national security against foreign threats. Just last week, FBI Director Christopher Wray made his case before the Senate in favor of its reauthorization without major reform. We're worried about protecting our borders. At the same time, we are not doing anything to protect our borders. The foreign threat that could come into our nation through the borders. If we just spy on Americans, that'll close the borders. That's all I hear. Oh, and going with the whole, like, threats, like, foreign threats.
Yeah.
I also got, let's see if I can find this thing. No. Yes.
Sea cucumber.
From the DHS, Department of Homeland Security Office of Intelligence, analysis of right-wing extremism report. See, they have a list of the new... Remember, it was a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. There was that list of new extremist symbols and stuff that they put out, and like it was the Betsy Ross flag.
The "Don't Tread on Me" flag. A lot of the original, the all black flag, any of the black and white flags that have a colored ribbon.
Yeah,
there was all kinds of what may be up on this list.
So domestic extreme classifies individuals as extremists if they identify or are identified, which is dangerous terminology if you ask me, with one or more of the following. You ready for this? 1. Military veterans who have fought in foreign wars are disgruntled about the takeover of the U.S. Anti-war individuals or groups. The tax-resistant movement. Groups or individuals who believe taxes violate their constitutional rights and that the 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which allowed Congress to levy taxes on income which is not properly ratified, also tax protest movements, tax freedom movement, and anti-tax movement. Militia. Members oppose most federal and state laws, regulations, and authority, particularly firearm laws and regulations. Alternative media, which provide interpretations of events and issues that differ radically from those presented in mass media outlets. Opponents of open border policies were extreme. Defined as highly critical of the U.S. government's response to illegal immigration and who oppose government programs that are designed to extend rights to illegal aliens, such as issuing driver's license or national identification cards, providing in-state tuition, medical benefits, and public education.
You came here fucking... Oh, my God. Fuck this fucking place.
Single issue. Groups or individuals who focus on a single issue or cause, such as animal rights, environmental, or anti-abortion group members.
So what? Hold on. Is that? I hate to cut you off. So they're using those as specific. Those are the only ones that are specifically cited as being extremist.
These are examples.
Such as. So a person a group, an organized group of individuals who are extremely involved with transgenderism, they're considered extremists and should be on that domestic watch list.
Maybe. I don't know. Also BLM. I'm sure that doesn't count. Kind of like back in the COVID era when BLM and doctors and everyone said, I think actually, you can search this, look this up, this is on record. There were doctors that said, not only is BLM protest good during the pandemic, we also think it limits the spread of COVID. Science. But yeah, whatever. Patriot movement, a term used by right-wing extremists to link their beliefs to those commonly associated with the American Revolution. Also, Christian patriots, patriot groups, and constitutionalists.
So people who believe the Constitution still stands for something is considered an extremist.
Mm-hmm.
I really fucking can't wait for all this shit to just fucking blow up in their fucking faces.
Can this just be done now?
Oh my fucking God, how fucking stupid can you be? And for someone to sit there and say, right now, our government is doing as good as it can be and hasn't been any better, I would really love nothing more than to surgically remove their fucking head from their ass. With my dick.
Any specific place you would do this?
Fuck, I'll do it on the camera right in front of here. There you go. That'll be our next podcast.
Oh, jeez. Think you could fill for an hour and a half? Or fill an hour and a half?
I will fucking definitely fill something. With my fist.
You gonna wear your butt stuff t-shirt?
Oh, fuck you. Come in, get in, stupid. We're doing butt stuff.
The DHS has established dozens of fusion centers in cities and states across the country to monitor domestic activity. Local, state, and federal agents from DHS, CIA, and DOJ, CIA is not supposed to operate in the United States, but okay, share information concerning the activities of citizens. Activities monitored by fusion centers overlap with those stated in the DHS report lexicon above, and further include the following, which tend to vary state to state. I can't read. I'm just thinking about the fucking frequent references to the Constitution, support of third-party candidates, those fuckers, support for an audit of the Federal Reserve. Holy shit, I am going to fucking jail. Opposition to the carbon tax to be paid to a World Bank. Opposition to U.S. submission of the United Nations and or the World Health Organization.
So if you don't... Oh my...
People are the enemy. This is like really becoming a weird amalgamation of 1984 and Animal Farm. We just make up the rules as we go along.
Can't we just fucking go fast forward into Mike Judge's Idiocracy?
And we're fucking...
That'd be fucking great.
It's not even hyperbolic. We are on our way. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's going to be... What was that, 500 years?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be... It might be 500 days. But I don't think it's going to be 500 years, the rate we're going.
It's gotten to the point now where you can't... You're going to be watched. We're probably getting watched. Hope we're getting watched. I've really got a few things I'd like to show them. No, watch the camera, you fucker.
You watch.
You watch this happen. Don't look away. Democracy has won.
Democracy. That's a bastardized term, too.
It doesn't have any. It's sad that in our generation, it's really sad that in our generation, we have watched it evolve into what it is to the point where now...
Evolve or devolve?
Evolve.
Because they, like I said, they've taken that term and just turned it into almost meaningless.
What I was going to say was...
It's democracy. Democracy is like...
It's sad... Hold on. It's sad to say that in our lifetime, we have seen that term evolve into a shell of what it was. Now, it's more of. So you remember back in when cell phones really started popping. Buy this.
You're talking about like the BlackBerry when that blew up?
No, I'm talking about like Nokias, track phones.
Oh, like figuratively.
Figuratively.
Okay.
When they started blowing up and getting big, like, oh, buy this little sticker antenna. It'll boost your signal 100 times. You take off your battery, you put it on there. Oh, my God, I got service. No, you don't. That's what it's become. It's, hey, this is democracy.
It's a snake oil salesman.
Drink this.
Is this snake oil going
to... Hey, this is democracy. Drink this. Hey, this is democracy. Drink this. It's turned to the point where if they slap a label on it and say it's for the good of democracy, you've got the fucking sheeple who will actually buy it.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. I think it's been that way for a long time, but again, when COVID came around, there's a group of people that was able to take a step back out of the box, so to speak,
and become extremists.
And look at it and be like, they're selling us bullshit. And if you said that, well, you were either an extremist or you just like, what the fuck, like fringe reality are you living in?
Yeah.
But at the same, like you're watching everything pan out, you're like, what the fuck reality was I living in? Like, what is this? That's your typical red pill moment.
Yeah.
Ukraine hit with a large cyber attack.
Probably some fucking American hacker decided to steal $89 billion. So we're going to have to give them another 89 to fill it back up.
Well, they were hit with a large cyber attack. And Alex Jones also called for the 2024 October surprise. Like every October, there's this what they call October surprise, some big political news story or something that happens that shifts like the parameters of what's happening politically wise. He says the October surprise this next year will be a full-blown war with Russia. Staged terrorist attacks blaming Trump supporters. And then I just read off that whole thing, the DHS new terrorist list, which is conveniently. So, I mean, maybe. And what would be the one thing where you could, well, we're calling off an election for a year anyway. Just a full-out war. Now, that is conspiracy theory going way out there.
And this video just got struck down. Way to go, buddy.
Whatever. If everything else didn't strike it down, I might as well. An hour later, I might as well get it somewhere.
I can get it struck down real fast.
You just have to mention the whole men really need assistance.
No. Take the first two letters.
I mean, that's what.
Take the first two letters and the last letter of that little code off, and just say that word. This video gets struck down real quick. We're not allowed to say it. Sorry, folks at home.
So yeah, there's cyber attack hits Ukraine, shuts down massive amounts of their mobile operations, and like military. Holy jeez. At the same time, that Con Ed down in New York, New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
their whole substation like exploded. You see videos and shit of that. There's like arcs going all the way down power lines and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck?
You hear about the new? Speaking of the city, you hear about the new congestion fees?
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. You okay? Yeah, we talked about the whole congestion tax or whatever.
Where do you get your weed from?
From you, Dante.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Mr. Cheezel? Sorry.
Ukraine's biggest mobile network operator said it hoped to restore operations by last Wednesday. I guess there was a group of Russian sympathizers that came forward as to being the ones that initiated the cyber attack, which is really what the new wars are now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all going to be information and cyber attacks. It's not saying that the boots on the ground wars are done, but it's not going to be like it was 70 years ago. Mm-hmm. But it's just, between that and the whole Con Ed explosion, really, it shows you where the weaknesses in pretty much any nation is. Mm-hmm. It's all information. It's all power. Mm-hmm. You shut down power, then you're done. What else? What else do I have?
Chlamydia, gonorrhea. Herpes.
I didn't go to the Senate floor. I didn't even go to the Senate desk.
Well, it has been a while since we played Brawlhalla, so we haven't caught the herpes in a while.
Yeah, the herpes.
It's a fun game, folks.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yes, play it. Let the anger flow through you.
Seriously. No whites allowed at Boston.
Oh, you mean that party? The Christmas party?
Mayor's Christmas party.
Yeah.
For electeds of color only.
But now if a white person did that, it'd be called racist.
Holy shitballs, yeah. And
they would be crucified.
She's also talking about how they have to combat white supremacy. Because
she's married to a white man.
It's so... Is she really?
Yes. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. I'll say it 100 more times.
Okay. Mayor Michelle Wu.
She is married to a white man.
Hold on. Let me at least touch on this article.
Go ahead. You read the article.
Okay.
I will find husband and wife.
So, Libs TikTok, love them, posted a shocking email sent to the office of Mayor Michelle Wu to invite officials to the Electeds of Color holiday party. It was sent by Denise Dos Santos, the director of City Council Relations, on behalf of Mayor Wu, and the email was mistakenly sent to all city council members, including the white ones. Boston Herald had a full report saying that after the gaffe, there was an apology of mixed reactions. The party was set to take place on Thursday at the Parkman House in the Beacon Street in Boston. The email was out for 15 minutes before Dos Santos sent out a second email apologizing for the first, saying that the invitation was only intended to those who were invited, namely those 6 counselors of color and not the 7 white ones.
That motherfucker's white.
Oh my god,
that dude's so white. Any whiter, he'd be fucking clear.
He looks...
He's a fucking Mormon.
He looks emasculated as fuck, though.
He is the poster child for Christian Peace Corps.
No, he's the poster child of feminist male. I feel bad for him. I bet you he used to work out and shit and drink beers with his buddies. Then he got married to Wu.
Aw, look at the chubby little guy. I'm talking about the husband. He's a fatty in that photo. Fuck you. Oh, but no white husband come. White husband no can't come. Oh, look. I think that's her and his dad. He look.
Hey, Billy. Despite the apology, elected of color Councilor Brian Worrell defended the segregated Christmas party that would exclude white people, saying, "We make space and spaces for all kinds of specific groups in the city and city government. There's no this is no different, and the elected officials of color has been around for more than a decade." Which is just them saying, like, listen, we've been doing this a while. Why is it a problem now? But you're right. Had a white person sent this out, it would be a completely different story. Completely different.
Oh,
it's the same thing. Same exact thing. Segregation. You can't come. You're this tone. You can't be there. Only these people can be here. You stay over there in the back of the... Or not at the party. Whatever. Sometimes I get my time references mixed up.
I saw a TikTok video. It was hilarious. It shows...
Nothing.
No. It shows... it's a black woman. She goes, oh, I'm so... She's looking at a picture of Rosa Parks.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh, what you got doing? Happy Black History Month. Yeah. And she goes, thank you. I was just, looking at the picture of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, or grandmother. Right. He goes, oh, your grandmother was Rosa Parks? She goes, yes, she was. He goes, oh, my grandfather really helped start the whole movement. He's the one that told her to get in the back of the bus. Motherfucker! And the video ends. I was like, it's great.
Oh, so I got some kind of shifting off this. Got some bad news. Or possibly bad news.
GTA 6 is going to put back another year. I swear to... Oh, fucking bad. Okay.
And that wouldn't really be bad news to me. That would be... You know what I haven't watched yet? The trailer.
I fucking make you watch it right
now. You know, that would not surprise me if they came out and be like, oh, we got to put it back another year or 2 or 5. At this point, I'm like...
But PS6 is coming out next year. Buy GTA 5 again. Yeah. This time it's definitive.
Yeah, the definitive one. No.
Possibly bad news.
Ryan Reynolds' reaction to Disney's Deadpool 3 disaster.
I did hear something about this. I haven't dove into it too far.
Yeah. One... Well, this is just time stamped. Like, Disney had a terrible year in 2003 or 2023 with multiple box office failures and disastrous film leading Ryan Reynolds' furious reaction to the situation. I guess. So the setbacks in Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds' setbacks facing, or what he's facing. He's facing setbacks including funding cuts, location rejections, and potential delays with Disney and Marvel Studios executives backing the decisions. What's causing the delays? Disney's interference and creative differences with Ryan Reynolds, and the writers are causing complications and potential delays for the film.
What's the Disney chick's name? The one that's ruining everything?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Well,
Ryan, you need to become a girl, and you need to become gay and lame. Yeah. No.
The battle refers to the struggle to keep the film true to its original spirit amidst Disney's interference and creative differences. You know, at some point here, Disney has to look at what they've done. Listen, we take the driver's seat completely, and it just fucking flounders. Everything just falls apart.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones sucked. Marvel's just fucking all but dead. Star Wars was a fucking disaster. Like the everyone couldn't stand the prequel trilogy. I didn't mind it. The second one could have did without, but that wasn't a story issue. That was a directing issue. Yeah. Like, George Lucas isn't a director. We've talked about that many times. The sequel trilogy was just like we were talking about Captain Marvel last week.
Yeah.
It was just one. Rey was just overpowered. There was nothing. Like, I didn't connect with her. I didn't believe her. I didn't care. And then outside of that, it just had no direction. Like, it looked like it started to have a direction, and then it was just like a fucking balloon deflating.
Yeah, you know, when you blow it up, you're like, all right, here we go. You let the balloon go. What the fuck? It was going that... Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, and it's like... It fell apart. And now, honestly, with all that happening, Deadpool 3 was my one movie. I'm like, this is your last chance. This is not fucking good news.
But at least he's pushing back.
He's pushing back, but it's Ryan Reynolds versus fucking Disney.
It's Ryan Reynolds, though.
Yeah, but you know what? If all the fucking, like, again, like, the entire cast of the Avengers, like, all of them, and they, although maybe they just went along with it. Some of them maybe not, but
here's the thing, though. Ryan Reynolds is like the actual attractive, entertaining, enjoyable, funny version of The Rock. I'm not saying The Rock's not enjoyable and entertaining, but if I had to look at one of them naked, it's going to be Ryan Reynolds. So at the end of the day, you got Ryan Reynolds.
Is that because The Rock's a black man?
No. No.
You racist.
He's not black, actually. He's Samoan. There's a difference.
He's half black.
His dad was Samoan.
No, his mother was Samoan. His dad was Rocky Johnson, black man from Canada.
He was not black. He was Canadian. There's a difference.
There's no blacks in Canada.
They're just people with frostbite skin. So, fuck. We're done.
What's that, like the third or fourth one?
Strike three, you're up.
Have a good night. There you go, Chris Christie. Those are zingers, not Donald Duck bullshit.
Yeah. So, no, I just... Fuck, where was I going with this?
I don't know. The main controversy
Ryan Reynolds. He's a fucking great actor. And he's on it. Everything he stars in is good and gold.
The stuff most of it. There was Green Lantern. Even he doesn't like that. So go ahead and defend it.
I'm not defending it.
Yeah.
If Ryan Reynolds, you know how I'm defending it? By agreeing with Ryan Reynolds. If Ryan Reynolds says it was shit, it was
Sounds
shit.
like you got
if Ryan Reynolds, I have a very big man crush on him. If Ryan Reynolds said the Green Lantern was the best film he's ever done, I could close my eyes and
it was
maybe watch it in the dark and agree with him. I can't see, I can't hear. The movie's great.
Everyone's got their thing, I guess. Here's Ryan Reynolds. I got a toss-up between Jason Statham and Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Escape from New York, Kurt Russell, or Hateful Eight, Kurt Russell?
Yes.
Touche.
Big Trouble in Little China. All of them. That movie was awesome. That movie was awesome.
A good movie.
Off the fucking wall. Like, what am I watching?
I remember watching it as a kid, be like, I don't know why. This movie's going to be great for me.
Yeah. The main controversy is the clash between Ryan Reynolds and the writers at Disney over maintaining the original script of the film and Disney's agenda.
Yeah.
Which, that right there, just... I fear that Deadpool 3... Because I guess the first two acts are good. It's the third act that they're battling over. Like, where everything comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they wrap everything up. And I'm like, man, fucking Disney's going to put a lesbian in there and make...
They already did put a lesbian in there. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. As a matter of fact, in number two, she has a girlfriend.
But now they're going to make it lame.
I mean, dude, I can't tell you how many times I paused.
What if Deadpool ends up being what if it turns into a woman? I mean, they are supposedly, and this is serious now, they are supposed to either start to or wrap up the whole multiverse in this Deadpool movie. I think it's going to be the start of wrapping it up. Mm. So what if they have like a female Deadpool come in, kill off Ryan Reynolds, and then you know what the fuck?
Can't kill off Ryan Reynolds.
The point is the fact that you rolled your eyes right there in actual disgust. Just let that be a tall tale sign right there that it could happen.
Well, so put it to you this way: Idris Elba, we know who he is. Mm-hmm. Okay, he has literally gone on record to say, because there was like back when Daniel Craig announced he wasn't going to do Bond anymore. There was a list of like 50 actors or 20 actors. Idris Elba was one of them,
right?
And he was asked about it. He actually went on record to say, "Yo, I would be honored. It would be a privilege to play James Bond, but I won't do it."
Yeah.
He goes, I can't remember verbatim. He makes the remark about how he says, "That is not a role for me." He's like, that is a suave British man who happens to be Caucasian. Mm-hmm. On top of that, don't make it a woman. He's like, you can't do that.
Yeah, are they going through with that? They're making the next one?
No, because
I heard about that.
They're going to make another Bond.
Well, of course they are.
Because you never really see him die in No Time to Die.
Well, even if they did, like Bond, they've already established the fact that the 007 James Bond, the idea isn't James Bond. The idea is it's a title.
007 is.
No, the James Bond thing. They've already discussed of like, well, we're gonna make it so James Bond's a title, like a pseudonym.
Oh yeah. I know.
And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that one, but whatever. Like as far as Hollywood goes, Disney, Hollywood, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm like, what the fuck ever.
I don't agree with it. I understand what you're saying. I don't think.
I don't know if they'll do it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but
we'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. I just really hope. I really hope they don't screw this up.
Yeah, you and me both. That's one of the few movies that I've like actively enjoyed, thoroughly watched, looked forward to, watched all the trailers, went to the premieres. Boom.
See, Dana White's now like promoting Budweiser, like hard. I mean, they took the $105 million licensing deal as an advertising deal, Budweiser with UFC, but now that's sparked this whole.
I want to see Dylan in the fucking ring.
I'll get Sean Strickland or something. But sparked
versus Conor McGregor.
It sparked this whole debate right now with people that were boycotting Budweiser. There's half of them that are saying, all right, we should boycott them, or we should like stop the boycott, because my initial reaction was like, why? But the argument is fair argument. They said, okay, so Budweiser lost 30% of their sales, and that really hasn't recovered. Their stock has recovered somehow. Stock's back up to what it was. So their stock's fine, but their sales is not. So here's the argument. If you keep boycotting Budweiser, they're going to look at that like, okay, we are not getting that fan base back. Nope. So we're just going to double down on the Dylan Mulvaney thing and just keep going in that way. So that's where the argument of stop the boycott comes in. Because now what you do is show Budweiser, and more importantly maybe other brands, listen, if you fuck up, we will like actively just either boycott or boycott against you. And once you do something like getting this deal with UFC, which is a notoriously based, like the fighters are notoriously based. But now you got to deal with UFC, and that's not pandering to like the Dylan Mulvaneys of the world that are promoting their material to 14, 15-year-old kids. Yeah. So that lets them know like, you fucked up, we boycotted you, now you can come back into space. Yeah. So that kind of like teaches a lesson. So there's this thing going on right now where like, what do you do? Do you stop the boycott and just, constantly hurt them, because it will constantly hurt them, but they're just going to be like, all right, well, fuck you then. We're just going in this other direction. So that's just going to split brands. Or you say, you fucked up, welcome back. So I was like, when I heard that argument, I'm like, well, I don't know. That's a compelling argument, so I don't really know. But there was I brought up Sean Strickland only because the stuff that he said. He shares a blunt message to Budweiser. Where is it?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he goes, what the hell? I hate it when this does this. It just loads a shit ton of ads all at once and just knocks the fucking. What the flying fuck is going on here? No, a video just popped up. Everything's in disarray.
Sea cucumber.
It is. Sea cucumbers and... There we go. Budweiser overpays a UFC partnership in an attempt to win back conservatives. Strickland, about the UFC deal, he goes, I'm so fucking proud of you guys for doing the right things after the fuck up. You know how I feel about transgenders. I go fucking hard. Just do just what I do. I am the biggest advocate for biological females. If I said my views on transgenders, I would get kicked off Instagram. But I cannot fucking wait to pick up the old fucking Bud Light can and fix you. Bud Light, because you guys are doing the right fucking thing. I, Sean Strickland, a representation of the fucking American people, are going to fix you, Bud Light. Thank you for giving me money. Thank you for supporting my platform and going to help you guys, Strickland, the current middleweight champion. Blah, 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 blah. So, in that little spiel right there, if you didn't get it, Sean Strickland's very outspoken with the whole transgender females fighting actual females in the UFC. And I agree with him.
I agree with him wholeheartedly.
100%. And, but then, Budweiser, who's, the whole, again, the Dylan Mulvaney thing, now they're sponsoring him. And he went on a tirade before. And after his long spiel about transgenders in sports, he goes, brought to you by Budweiser. That's right after they signed him, like, whoa.
Pew, pew.
Yeah. Speaking of UFC, I can't remember what the fighter. There was another fighter in UFC talking about LeBron James, calling him out, being a bitch or some shit like that. He said something along the lines of, oh shit. He was calling him out to be a bitch or something like that, and LeBron James responded. And he goes, if you want to come over, something along the lines of if you want to fight or some shit like that. He said, he called out LeBron James for like his shoe line or some shit like that. I got to find you the video and look at it and send it to you. But the whole thing was like, oh man, I hope LeBron James fights him and gets fucking pummeled.
Oh my God.
Speaking of pummeled, how about the Niners?
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean you don't want to talk about it? They won.
I know. But they're already saying the Ravens have clinched the playoffs. And it's like, wait, what?
Well, they're saying Lamar Jackson is really the one that could beat the Niners if he has like the perfect game. Because right now everyone's pretty unanimous. Like the Niners are the best team in the world. Just the way they're playing. And of course,
according to the script.
That's true. There's the MVP vote and everything. There's like Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey.
Purdy though.
And
dude got some talent.
Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott. Well, it was Dak Prescott until yesterday when they strolled into Buffalo and Buffalo they fucking just ran on him. I think Josh Allen had like 90 yards passing, and they're like, we're just gonna run. We're gonna run, and fucking Dallas could not stop it.
No,
they just got torched, which shows that Dallas, in typical Dallas fashion, is two different teams. The home Dallas, which can put up 40 points against any team, and then they leave fucking Levi Stadium, and they go to any other stadium, and they just get fucking demolished.
Levi's Niners. That Kendall? That's Levi's Niners.
Oh, what the fuck is Dallas? Is Dallas Cowgirl Stadium or some shit?
I don't fucking know. I almost said Candlestick. I'm like, that's not the Niners. That's not Cowboys.
No.
Candlestick. Who's that?
Candlestick used to be the Niners.
Yeah, it used to be. Now it's Levi.
Candlestick Park.
Yep, that's right. Now it's Levi Stadium, I believe.
But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The Eagles, I got Niners in the brain. Right now, Eagles are up on Seahawks 10-3.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah, so like the whole MVP and then the whole argument of like Brock Purdy's a system quarterback or he's not a system quarterback. He's a game manager. He's a game this, that. And I'm like... yeah. But I guess at the end of the day, as long as Purdy is not on the floor of the Senate.
There's only going to be one tight end in that room.
Bye.
Won't be very tight when he's done with them.